A chopping onions dance. I don't know why I'm doing it now. Okay, right. Right. That was the starting bit. I hope you liked it. If you're watching this later on YouTube, please subscribe. It'll be very helpful for me. And it'll be helpful for you because I'll stop asking that after a certain point, probably. I don't know. Assuming that bothers you. Maybe it doesn't. Look at this pretty plane doing pretty things. Okay, moving right along. Gonna tell everyone that I'm streaming. Streaming is streaming. And we are also streaming. Okay, there we go. Do 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 do. Gotta go tell people. Hello, Momdo. Welcome to the party. Oh, the shuffling is gonna happen. Oh, we are gonna shuffle. We are going to shuffle something spectacular. Spectacular shuffling is going to happen. Also, I should probably share the Plutono hub. There it is. Plutono hub. And pin that. Very important. Very, very important. You know what else is important? Water. I must drink. I must put fluid in my face. Yum. Okay. So, we have two things to look at from the camera went nuts. We have two things to look at on the workshop. What's the name of those Transformers again? I don't know. I don't know. Let's just, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go find out. I'm just gonna find out because I want to be distracted. What is it? It is a... Not these. I think it's... Is it Harmony, Meek, Anguish, Agony? These are very non-indicative names. Is it the Meek? No. Is it? Nope. Nope. Now I'm distracted. Shakes, what was it? Scorn? Defiant? Frustration? Enigma? Hold on. Does it say Flamer, Firepower anywhere? I don't even know. I don't even know if it's a thruster craft. What am I doing? What am I doing with my life? I can't find out. Harmony, maybe? Hello, Orange. Welcome to the party. What were we doing? We were downloading content. Delicious content. Alright, so, Hotshaft has uploaded the Warjet again. I think this might have been a mistake. It doesn't appear to have changed from the last one. And maybe it's and an updated Claymore from John McFist. So we're just going to hop into Plutono Test 9, bigger map. Try the Harmony Swarm. For me it's green. The irony is the color orange being blue. Oh yeah. Oh well, it's always a little different. Still not correct. Yeah. Ow. What have I done? I have done things. Alright, let's hop over here. Let's very quickly see if the Warjet has been updated. In any way that's been filled. Does it still have an empty turret well just in the front of it? Because if it does, we're not cool with that. It still does. This doesn't look any different. I think this might have been a whoopsie. Yep, nope, this looks exactly the same. I think maybe this was an accident, so we'll just move along. I reloaded the page and you put... Yeah, Twitch does that. Alright, so... Warjet, delete, and let's look at the new Claymore. So, I believe the old Claymore... let's just make sure that's working, and let's load in. Please stop moving. And we're gonna load in the old Claymore just for comparison. Claymore. That's not funny. Alright, so here we have the old Claymore by Rex. And also by Rex. Nope, stop moving. Stop it. Right, so I believe John McFist just had a go at the Claymore to redo it. And also, that is like, I do remember the Claymore has a tendency to shoot its own head off. So, in this particular case, yeah, just swapped some turrets out, made it more plasma. I need to go check here. Rework of the one existing Claymore. Oh, nice lore as well. Done with the permission of the original order printed Rex. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, well, let's have a look here. So this thing is... Whoa, what is this? This is around 500k. The old one... Wait a minute. The old one is also around 500k. So somehow this is cheaper. Probably through removing a lot of the missiles. Alright, well, we simply must throw the Claymore against a flying brick and to see what happens. Oh, you mean that, No, turret meant for that. It's just a block. Don't have a deco on it looking like Lord. See, if I'd watched your VOD, I'd known you meant turret well. Thought you meant the real one. Oh. Well, you've got a big hole in your fortress, Dr. Dooley, and it's, ugly, and I don't like it. And I'm not accepting it until that's fixed. Hello, is this the wife department? Unfortunately not, but stick around anyway. Okay. Right. Same price. Right, let's throw this against some kind of Glacave flying brick. Nuclear Moor. Which apparently is just, Claymore literally just means big sword, apparently. I remember reading that at one point. So let's just do this, and I'm literally just going to... What is a nice flying brick type thing? This is 500k. What is a 500k... Glacave thingy? There's got to be at least one, right? Backstop. Let's see what happens. Does this thing plasma? Those look like railgun components. Why were there railgun components here? Oh, that thing. Uh-oh. This possibly wasn't the most fair thing. Or was it? Yeah, no, this wasn't a good matchup. We've got a broadsider versus a frontsider. Oh. Yeah, the backstop is rude as hell. Where is the Claymore on the spreadsheet? Let's go find out. Oops, I spelled Claymore wrong. That is a hard design, so yeah, whoops, my bad. My bad, this is not a good matchup. Only means big sword is English. Okay, gotcha. Backstop will win, my rotisserie chicken, lol. Misread his backshots. Right. Okay, so yeah, no. This was not a fair fight for the Claymore, but I do like how it's, you know, yeah, it's a plasma thingy. It's very nice. I like it. Let's actually throw it against a Solar Republic design that, like, you know, let's throw it against a 500k Soul thingy. Doesn't need to be up to date either. It just needs to be like this. Okay, where's 500k thing? Let's throw it against the old Claymore just to see what happens. Okay, howdy, hello Smuggler's Cross. The cat just turned you off after your comment about the wardrobe, lol. Oh no! Zippy ship? Is this the... Oops. Wait. Oops. Oops, oops, oops. Oops, 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 oops. Right, old Claymore, Small Republic team, and then... Oh no! Somebody Glacave this. Like so. Ah yeah, the old Claymore was just, like, ugly with missiles. New Claymore is winning. Doesn't have to, but it is neat. But it is neat. Oh. Aha. Burst plasma. Hell yeah. Wow, look at that. Damn, that just got taken clean off. Yeah, heavy armor feels very nice and secure right up until that happens. Okay, I like this thing. You want to spam heavy armor against the Swole Republic? It's gonna be like, hello. I'm going to fill that gap with stone or metal. Okay, jolly good. Please do that. Swole plasma design. I'm finally not late. Yes, welcome random top hat. Yeah, I don't think this is the only Swole plasma design. Actually, it might be at this point. I think, what's it? The Type 80 was the only one before. So yeah, we have a plasma thingy. Excellent. So, question is, do I put that in the changelog? Do I need to? Well, there goes that plasma turret. Okay, so I'm going to just make a note here on the Claymore. Alright, so I think removed, added, rule change. Yeah, no, I don't need to do that. We can just say that updated is plasma in now. There we go. Beautiful. Alright, now to check my to-do list for the stream. Oh yeah, that was another thing. John McFist requested I move the Thunderstorm to Godly, and they showed me a spreadsheet. Well, they showed everyone a spreadsheet. I'm like, you know what? You know what? Good idea. So, I'm going to draw a veil over this violence. Where is the Thunderstorm? It is... Where is the Thunderstorm? There it is. I'm just going to move this fella over here, because apparently that thing manages to take on, like, a lot of other stuff, including Glakave design. So, yeah. VLA system. Hello, Drinkfire! Ships that are bad and godly should be allowed into all because they're realistic. See the Moskva for real-life examples. Actually see the entire Russian Navy. Yep. Never realized I could do burst plasma with broadsided turrets. Yeah, I keep forgetting burst plasma is a thing. Opens a few options. Had a Type 80 snapped out of existence. Can't see them because I can't see through that much water. VLS system. Yep. Okay, so we're going to be trundling along, and the shuffle today is going to be, we're going to try and get through the remaining aircraft for the Swole Republic, because that'll be handy dandy. So, starting off the Falcon Squadron. What just happened? Oh, everyone's over here. Right. So the Falcon, I shamelessly used in the community post promoting the stream because it is a good-looking plane. It is a plane that is plain to see, is plainly good. How many times can I make the plane pun? Plane. So, plane. Right, hopefully no one gets sick. Hopefully no one gets it. You know what I can do? I can do this. Ah! Help! Where do you go? Right, so now we have slowed time down. Everyone look at the Falcon. Look at it! Mwah! Feel dumb for making an effort to make the stream now. It's okay. It's okay. No, it's not just me. I've got a reference. What is up with Twitch? Twitch just has moments sometimes. Alright, now, let's see here. Not dumb for you, dumb for me. Well, you're not dumb, trying to make this stream on time. It's okay. You are not a dummy. It is okay. Wait a minute. Oh, wait, hang on. We already did the Falcons? Wait, did I not shuffle this? I didn't shuffle this. What? Look! What? I didn't shuffle the spreadsheet. I thought we still had to do the Falcons. Oops. Issue was that hole in the front. I'd have filled it. I assumed an actual issue with upload app. No. I believe I said that. I looked straight at it. Oh well. Border wisdom is check your notes before you go ahead. Alright, so, oops. Oh, but why did... Dr. Dooley, I've got to ask, why did you think just having a hole in the front of, like, a noticeable cavity in the front of the fortress would be okay. It looks hideous. I'm not an aesthetics man, like, as much as some people are, but it's like, if you've got basically a long drop in the front that very obviously is just empty, it's like, I don't know, that doesn't look right. You could just fill in the top a little bit. But anyway, we need to actually put the Falcons... Where did we decide this should go? Yeah, no, it drops down to hard. It drops down to hard. It's definitely not God. Okay, okay. Let's go here. Insert one row above. And Falcon go there. And let's go here. Okay, good news. We are moving right along to the Phantom. So we're gonna do that. Gonna do that. Gonna do that. Because not yet deco at all. Oh, my mistake. Shouldn't have bad McDonald, but should. Otherwise, did you see the custom campaign's range change from OFTD? Yes, I did see. I did see. You need permission to use people's craft. It's been the policy for this campaign, anyways. Yeah. But what on VODs, I don't know. I mean, it's all fun and games until the crown round overpressures your air gap. Wait, what? Phantom. Okay, Phantom. I think the Phantom is probably going to be a hard design rather than a godly. Alright, so here is the Phantom. And this one shouldn't be like that. I like how it says B3 on it. I do remember fighting this and this thing having 2 strict scuttle settings, which may or may not have been fixed since then. Alright, Phantom. Phantom, 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 Phantom. Not to be confused with Fanta, which is different. Alright, so this is supposed to be... This is supposed to be a bomber. Jet smart bomber, like so. So it's gonna go... What is it gonna... There's not much point throwing this against other bombers, isn't it? So... What do we do? If this is a bomber, really we should be testing it against, ships rather than anything else, right? That makes sense. It's a grey area such as making a vehicle but wanting a turret or some deco. I was care enough to ask who stole what. Yeah, don't worry about it. Let's make sure everyone is aware. The OT Resurrect campaign was using vehicles without permission. Yep, well, I wasn't going to mention it. Yeah, like... I don't want to spill tea all over the place. It's messy. Okay. Thinks to self. We're testing a bomber here, so testing it against other aircraft is going to be a hiding to nowhere. So I think what we're going to do is we're just going to test it against ships. So we're going to test it against a godly... Except we've already shuffled things a little bit. I guess we could test against godly and, not things. What do we test against? What is this? Not ships. What do we test against? I'm tempted to just test against the Rylanor here, so let's go here. Test against some kind of thing, and then test against a hard thing. So Rylanor. Wait, no, that's a carrier. I don't want that. Alright, so Varanus, Misericord. I think Varanus and Misericord are fair game. The Varanus needs updating though, so let's just do this. Phantom. Bomber should probably be tested against bomber targets. I've made a note here. Behold my notes. Behold the camera going nuts. Okay, could just do aircraft. I mean, could do it. It has some escort jets, but then we're testing the escorts, not the bomber itself. Okay, there will be consequences, but it was funny though. Tested against God Lee. Who is God Lee? Knock off Root Lead. All right, so Varanus. I think yeah. Well, so for the initial ones, we'll test against the ships, and then the rest will be just. Then the rest will just be, you know. What, equal cost ship or something. Equal cost ship. There we go. And I don't think this is going to do well against the Augur at all. And we'll test against smaller stuff just because. Right. Varanus and Misericord. Because I think the big stuff is supposed to be the intended target for things like this. Alright, so there we go. So, right. We've adjusted the test a little bit because, yeah, just for clarity, testing bombers against other bombers seems like kind of silly. So, let's throw this. Again, let's go find the Varanus. So, the Varanus is a big boy. Big boy? Alright, so what do we got here? Crap. Alright, so the Varanus is... what was it? It is 1905. Type that into the calculator. 1905 divided by... Varanus is gonna hurt, I think. Yeah, probably. Does a bomber that flies above 700 meters count as a spaceship? Where does space start and from the depths? I don't remember. Okay, so let's zoom down here and let's just go here. We're 20 minutes in, first combat testy thing. Load, please. There you go. Hello, quiet yellow with the border noise. 500 meters is where it starts, Anita. Wait, what? Space is a gradual. That is more than I asked for. Cat-wise. Cats don't make noises like that, right? I hope not. That would be concerning. That would be most concerning. Okay. Alright. Phantom. Righty-ho, we're gonna throw that on Stone Line Presence, just for giggles, and also check our math. 1905 divided by 206. 206 equals not... Oh, no. Well, we're throwing 9 phantoms against this. This isn't gonna be laggy whatsoever. Definitely not. Maybe the Varanus was a bad idea. You know what? You know what? This is custom battle. This is custom battle territory. I mean, seriously. Okay, where's the... There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 blueprints. 5 per row, and we're gonna go there, and we're gonna go over here. Oh no. No. Okay, there's the Varanus. That's easy, thankfully. Okay, we... Start that at 250. This isn't gonna be laggy. They do if they per continuous, but not that audible. I did not appreciate that. Space is your mother? Oi! Rude. Oh god, that's like 400 missiles. Phantom... Oh, no. No, no, no. Tell me I didn't do my math badly. 1905. Also, all of these things are going to collide with it. Okay, just to clear, 1905 divided by 200. Yep. Hello, lag, my old friend. I've come to talk with... Well, one of the Raptures just collided with something. This, right here, I'm not a fan of. Well, my webcam is covering it anyway, so it's all good. Trying to remember what the Varanus is armed with. I believe it has a submarine down here. Oh god. Oh boy, what have I done? The good news is that one way or another this will be over very quickly. Because like all the bombers are going to collide with each other, or the Varanus is going to kill all of them. Woo! Thank you for the subscription, Azusa! Oh wait, no. Thank you, Coelho, for gifting a sub to Azusa. Lovely. Had to get rid of a weird bug on my disk. What did I miss? What you're missing is missile hell. I'm not sure this test is really, helpful for determining godliness. Although technically it's pretty even right now. Like, yeah, no, the phantoms are only 1 hit point, 1 percentage ahead. 500 phantoms. I mean, it's more like 9. It was, what was it? What was my math? What was my math? Yeah, it was 9. So this is 9 phantom squadrons against the Varanus. What is happening over there? Let's see what's happening over here. Ah, that thing's... Oh. Ooh. Ah, the shells on the Varanus are actually over-penetrating because the, well, one of the phantoms is disintegrating. This one is also going to disintegrate. Yeah, the Varanus is winning. It is so badly outnumbered, but it is still winning. Are these remote-guided? Ah! Help! Yep, that thing is doing the sideways dance of a plane that has had important bits shot off it. This is not actually as laggy as I thought it would be. I thought it would be... Oh, hello. Whoops, that is half the plane it used to be. And now I just lost it. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to eat some cheese again. Oh, really? Have any of them hit each other? Oh, definitely. Yeah, no, hold on. Let's see here. Who is anyone being scuttled? Doesn't look like it. Does not look like it. Does not look like it. Does not look like it. Yeah, Varanus is still winning. I mean, if, like, either side gets to below 50% health, but 50%, like, you know, HP percentage, then I'm just gonna call it. Although, let's see here. What is happening? Let's see if the, Varanus's missiles actually manage to hit anything. Ah, the answer might surprise you. It's no... Huh. That looked camouflaged. Alright, so there is another AI dead. Phantom, a lot of them, for something that looks like a stealth bomber, these things do get shot a lot. But then again, this is from the depths. Stealth tech is not real. It cannot hurt you. That is a lot of missiles. That is a huge amount of missiles. Laser guided too. It's like sandblasting off detection, I think. Yeah. Not enough deco on the missiles. That's how a zillion of the GD universe beat the Audacious anyway. Bombers aren't really real in FTD either. Yeah, you can't really use bombers in FTD like they are in real life. You can't stay like a kilometer above them and just flawlessly drop something on someone. I mean, you can, but also 2-axis laser says hello. Huh, the Varanus is still firing missiles. I think Question Master did a good job on this fella. Whoa, danger close much. Alright, so... Yep, it looks like... Who's disintegrating faster? Whee! Where are the bullets landing? Where are the bullets landing? Ah! One of the phantoms is disintegrating, and I'm not sure... Not sure where. Oh, there. Oh, lost control. Oh, yeah. Although that thing has fallen into the water, so that makes sense. Yep. Yep. So that is the downside of using multiple craft, is that if one of them gets destroyed, suddenly that's a whole chunk of firepower and whatchamacallit that's just gone. As opposed to one big thing, in which case it takes a lot longer for the whole big chunk to, like, die. I'm making sense. I'm a making sense person. Yep, Icewind is what you're thinking of. Why am I hearing Flight of the Valkyries? Yeah, that's the thing. If flying directly over the top of something is not a good idea in From the Depths. That is a great way to get killed. Ah, too low. Yeah, I think the Varanus is gonna win just because it's gonna get that whole team down below 50% health. And the more it kills, the less damage it takes. Huh. Well, how about that? This was a, whoa, we're not even in degraded mode again. Hooray! Hooray, 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 hooray. Oh. That looked painful. Wow, this thing has gotten an entire wing blown off and is still somehow rolling right along. Ding, 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 ding. That's rude, Mom Dow. Okay, then. What the hell was that? That Phantom got two-faced. More half-face, really? Yeah. Okay, I'm awake. Right. What is happening? I think the Varanus is actually going to struggle to, like, finish off all these smaller little plane thingies. What are they? What is you? Tell me your secret. The Rapture. Not to be confused. Wait a minute. Oh, that's APS. Right. Gotcha. Whee. And is anybody disintegrated? Follow where the guns are pointed. What's happening? What is happening? What is happening? What is happening? Where is the fun happening? Okay, there's another Phantom Yep. Nope. Where is it? And I can't. Oh, there it is. 2 damage and low health. There you go. There you go. Alright, I think we're getting it, because the Varanus is, like, now at, like, roughly 70% health. I think if it kills one more Phantom, it'll win. Question is if it manages it. Oh, this is the one. Oh, wow. If nothing else, pretty cool. I need to health spam more. Be more healthy. They did put a decent hurt on it. Oh, yeah. Come on, you can do it, Varanus. Honestly, very impressive that the Varanus has managed to take on 9 bomber squadrons all at once. Basically, while not evading any of the missiles, and it's still technically winning. Come on. One more and I will call it. I think that was it. No, it wasn't. Wow, there's more than one bomber flying around with just, like, half as many wings as it used to have. Oh, hello. What is that? That is the Rapture and the Rapture. I think the muzzle velocity of the Varanus is, okay, there we go. Called it. Kablooey. Show's over. Alright, so, let's see here. Varanus. 9v1. Did good damage. But, maybe they will win, actually. Jeez. Should I let this fight go on? Because the Varanus is, like, below 70% health and is dropping fast, so... You know what? It's my stream. I want to see how well the Varanus does. Although there goes another Phantom. Oh, the Varanus is immobilized. That is a lot of heavy armor. Tekin's Christmas. Also, this turret is about to fall off. Ah, yes. Ducts say hello. Also, this is a very Bismarck moment. I mean, kind of. Sort of. Is it? I don't know. Yeah. That is... I would say this is a very good showing from the Phantoms. I think the Varanus is now going to struggle to finish what's left off. Maybe I should hand this to the Phantom, because, like, hold on, let's see here. Phantom... Yeah, actually, hold on. Yeah, no, like, the Phantoms are, like, heavily damaged. Like, there's very few of them left. That is a lot of, Oh, they've gotten into the steam turbines, so, so the Varanus's railguns are gonna turn off. How thick is the armor around these things? Tekin's Christmas. I'm gonna say very good showing. Very good showing. Yamato was converted to submarines. The Ductmageddon is real. And the Polmageddon. How much active float does this thing have? Good question. It has a lot. It has quite a lot. It is, this is a heavy, heavy fella. Wait, what? Oh, interesting what's happened here. It's not armored on the underside at all by looks of it. Yeah, I think the Varanus is not long for the world. Yeah, no, it isn't. It is actually going to lose. Also, what are these missiles? I need to go look at the, I need to go look at the missiles on the Phantom again, because they are actually, like, tearing this thing to pieces. Bit by bit. Oh, this is the microwave. Okay. Oh, there goes another Rapture. And there's an AI dead thing. Wow, I think 2 of the Phantoms are like... Have they run out of Phantoms? No, they haven't. Wow, this was a hell of a fight. I liked this. Not a fan of Upprop and CC, but each to their own. Yeah, I'm not a fan of them either, but, I mean, if you can justify floating and making something fly with custom jets, then, like... I don't think they're a good idea. So, I'm okay with them. But, like, I just don't think it's very, like, it's a very good idea. Like, if you're gonna use a lot of engine power and materials to make your ship float, you might as well just go the full hog and make it fly, if you want to be practical. Guess I didn't expect that outcome, yeah. Upprops are a choice with upsides and downsides. Yep. Yes, it is. Oh yeah, the Varanus is not winning this one. Varanus is not winning. Not winning chicken dinning. I think there's only... whoa. Nope. Nope. There goes a Phantom. Wait, is there fire here? Nope. Alright, so let's see here. Yeah, it looks like there's only 2 Phantoms left. Plus their escorts. Let's see if we can find them. There's one. Very healthy one. 94% health, and there's a 71% one over there. And the Varanus is gonna be 2 damaged approximately. Yep, there it is. I'm glad I let that run. And even as I know it works, but I like a boat to sink when I shoot it. I mean, yeah, if you shoot it enough, it sinks. Okay, let us make notes there. So, alright, so I'm not sure the Phantom is a godly design. That's so very good showing. won a 1v1, 9v1, very good showing. I mean, all but 2 of the actual bombers got shot down, so it wasn't an excellent showing, but I think if it can take on the Varanus, then it's definitely going to be able to take on the Misericord. Easy peasy. Alright, so let's go here, go over here, and where is the Misericord? This is the updated one, right? Just got to make sure. Where is it? This is what I don't like about going in here, is I have to find it. There we go. Alright, 650 divided by 202. What was it? Alright, 650 divided by 206. This should be a lot quicker. 650 divided by 206. Was that it? I think that was it, right? Hold on. Let's go here. Just double check that I did that correctly. Where's the Phantom? I scrolled straight past. Okay, 206. Alright, so... Right, 3. So that's a 3-odd one. Great, that means that we can get rid of most of these. There we go. That's nice and close. Just double check that everything is set to the correct altitude. There we go. Keep in mind the Phantom is 200k, so it can show up pretty early. Yep. Yeah, I don't think... So far, I'm thinking the Phantom is, not godly, but it'll be a solid hard. Please do not collide, people. Oh, hey, no one collided. And this is the Misericord that does not have clipping, which is very nice. Something just exploded. Oh, and here is the conga line of laser-guided stuff. That is a lot of frag. Deacon's Christmas. Okay, wow, that's excessive. Actually, I don't remember. Those large or medium missiles? I think those are... Let's see here. Ah! Help! Those are mediums. Huh. Teach me to underestimate medium missiles. I think a lot of damage to the missiles if you don't have the munition to... It'll be a solid hard. Yep. Solid hard. Medium, you think? Oh yeah, medium missiles, right. Oh yeah, this thing has a C-Wiz, like, woohoo. Yeah, if the Misericord beats... No, it's not going to. It's not putting out enough hurt on these guys. Huh, the main guns aren't even firing. That is awkward. This is why C-Wiz is very... No, don't fall into the... It's fallen in the water. Right, so the Misericord does have that C-Wiz over there that is very, very good, but also... Uh-oh. What are those missiles? Is that just pure frag and lots of them? And I believe that the one C-Wiz that was going brrr is now gone. That is unfortunate. Superstructure down! Timber! Might need to tweak their controls. Oh, yeah. Phantom is a better bomber than the Aero Tyrant. Oh! Burn! I mean, it is more bombery. Bombery, bombery. Let's follow these missiles. Who would have thunk? See, I don't really use medium missiles that much anymore. Okay, this just vaporized a turret, as you do. Wow, the Misericor's turrets are not actually that well armored. It's like a single layer of heavy armor. She is nice and plump, though. She is plump and juicy. I don't think she's winning this. Alright, let's go over here. I believe the airtime got moved down to hard to the latest. Yep, I should spend more time with Bodan. I haven't, honestly. Yes, you should. It's good. Misericord, what was it? It was a 3v1. 3v1. No surprise. Traditional BB versus bombers. Okay then, so then we're gonna be really, really mean to our friend here. We're gonna... Actually, I'm probably gonna hop back into the designer for this, because that'll be just a good idea. Is it worth testing this against the assassins? Actually, it is, because the assassins are kind of hard to hit. And it's worth seeing if the phantoms can hit a fast, annoying target. So I think that's worth it. Alright then. Do we want to call this here? Okay, one of the raptures has disintegrated. Can these things fight back at all? Man, I really need to give medium frag spam more of a go, because this is actually working out pretty well. So that is a lot of block confetti. Delicious block confetti. Wow. Just melting at Deacon's Christmas. I guess one advantage of laser-guided missiles is that you don't need to stick an APN or a signal processor on them, so that's one extra... Actually, wait, no, you do need to stick an APN on them. My bad. Also, the fact they all just repeatedly hit the same spot. Very nice. Very nice, very nice. I think probably the escorts took the assassins down, but how well do... Wait, no, the assassins... Do the assassins have Nightingale exports? No, they don't. You think the Seawers could take them all? Test 13 of them against the Audacious. Hee. Rename Aerotime to Aero Caesar because it tries to take control but just gets killed instead. Hey. Honestly, like, I know we're supposed to be getting on with it and getting things done, but I'm in a very spacey mood. I donated plasma yesterday, which has probably got that and a late night probably has something to do with the fact that I am quite spaced out at the moment, and I'm just enjoying the block confetti, and we're just vibing together. Judging by the looks of it, and by how the missiles move, I would say the Phantoms do not have beam riders. They don't... Beam riders are a bit wobbly. These just look like straight up laser designation. And damn. Yeah, the Misericord has lost. Yeah, we can call it there. It's fine. Right, now back to the designer. Where we can test against the tufted duck. Meh, meh. Meh, 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 meh. So we're gonna spawn this thing here. And then we'll go uh-oh. Test Fortress, you disintegrate for a second, just because. Da 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 da. And we're gonna go here and duck. Meh, meh. Can you shoot down the duck? Can you shoot the duck tonight? Meh, meh. Right, so what do we got here? Can these guys take on tufted ducks? Because this is what. Oh, that was my fortress. I was like, what disintegrated over there? Aha! Right, ducks have drawn blood, and laser-guided missiles, as it turns out, are not incredibly good at shooting. Those are... Where are they going? There they are going. Alright, yeah, the ducks are, Really not taking any damage whatsoever. And they are managing to land hits here. So, as expected, for a bomber, it's not very good at dealing with small, fast planes, is it? Shooting the Dark Anatus, is this a Bounce reference? No! Most FTD players don't have experience with riding. You stop that! Normal straight at the target with high thrust, so it goes fast. Bomb itself can't do anything. Laser detonators, yep. Super laser detonators are on the bottom, in which case it can't aim up. Yep, that's pretty much exactly what is happening. And also, one laser emitter is on fire. That's probably bad. Okay, then. That's such a low-altitude bomber. The escorts are also way too slow to... Yeah, the escorts are not doing a super good job escorting at the moment. That being said... Nope, the ducks are untouched. And one of the Raptures is damaged, and the Phantom is also dinged. And this fight is actually going to take approximately 1,000,000 billion years, and so I'm calling it there. Not great against small planes. Very slow fight, as expected. Bomber not good against small, fast planes. Jolly good. Alright, now the Assassin Squad. Okay, yeah, one of the Raptures are just like... They just get like, yep. Somebody lost a wing. Somebody lost a wing. Somebody's slightly on fire. Oh, those are spin block wings. Interesting. I hope they're not clipped. I'll be very sad if they're clipped. They are not clipped. You can actually see the gap. Thank goodness. And the deco, by the looks of it. I want to double check that. I'm just going to double check that those things aren't spin clips because I'm paranoid now. Slightly too many spin clippy things happened. Right, so if we go here, go find this. Where are you? Uh-oh. God damn it! Why? I'll update it right now. Thank you, Orange. You know, you make a rule and you, like, trust people follow it, but, like, it turns out that people can and will interpret the rules in specific ways. I guess in this particular case, you just, yeah, no, that does clip. Technically, that does clip. Oh, God. Oh, lordy. Oh, Nelly. Okay, we're gonna carry on testing this, because that is a quick fix. I doubt that was misinterpreting or malice. Yeah, no. You can tell if someone's trying shenanigans or not. And I don't think, like, other previous instances of spin clipping was done out of malice. It was more like, oh, this is probably fine. And no, it isn't. Buffers every 2 seconds. Okay. See you, Elival. Sorry. Yeah, I mean the body bag, yeah. Oh yeah, true, the body bag, that was bad. That was bad. What's happened with that, by the way? Has the builder, nope, builder hasn't touched that. We might need to just axe that blueprint altogether. Alright, let us, what were we gonna do? Alright, so Tufted Duck we've done. Assassin Squad we're gonna do next. So this is going to be roughly a 1v1. Phantom. Our Confederation colors. The reason the wings are stuck is because there's some munition borders on the back. Oh! That's an entirely valid reason. Oh, interesting. Wait, let's see if we can see that. Munition warners on the back, you say? Is that these things? What munition warners? I legitimately can't see them. God damn it. I really like the Swole Republican grey colors, but meh. Alright, let's see here. What are these? These are the goats. I think, wait, the new upgraded Nightingale had, not Nightingale, the, Assassins doesn't have goats as escorts, right? Did I get the new, okay. Right, so the goats are not as good at dodging laser-guided missiles. Her. Am I rolling with the old version of the Assassins? Yeah, they're hidden, alright. Remove decos, okay, gotcha. Removing decos is like removing clothes. Are you sure? Alright, so it looks like what's happening. The Phantom. Oh, what are the Assassins? Wait, did the Assassins collide with each other? What's happening? I think the Assassins just drive like crazy when. Let's see. Oh, that's what's happening. They're being shot with bullets. Alright, so this is, I'm gonna call this a big-ass stalemate. Because, neither of these craft are actually designed to fight each other at all. 62 missiles on the Phantom, so the test against the Varanus was in fact 558 medium missiles. Whoa! That's a lot of missiles! It's a lot of missiles, yes. Alright, so this is a boring stalemate. Boring stalemate, as expected, in a bomber versus bomber. This is a bomber fight. Escorts are probably gonna... You know what? I'm gonna shut the hell up right now, and I'm gonna let this... I was not expecting that. The Phantom might actually just chase down the Assassins and, like, kill all of them. Alright, I'm very curious now. I want to see what happens. Although the Phantom just switched targets, so that's probably not the best idea. Wait, how fast is the Phantom? 117 meters per second. The Assassins are much faster. But at the same time, if they goof, if they do a big goof... Oh, wow. This looks like teamwork. Wait. No way. Are the Phantoms actually going to be able to shoot down these things? Or was that a fluke right there? Bruh, will I go to cringe hell? I don't know. BRB. Just the sheep problem. The sheep? What? Being faster doesn't help if you're turning. Oh... Right. Where did the Phantom go? Oh, it's over here. The assassin is being chased over land, which is the last place. The last place that a torpedo bomber should try and be. Oh, oh! I think it's the Raptures which are managing that. They're managing to sneak in and just... Damn, okay, this was not a boring stalemate. I was mistaken. Aha! Alright, duly noted. The Raptures are actually doing something. Alright, just delete everything I typed. 1. Raptures are... better, escorts. I nearly said exploits. Alright then, and I don't think the Phantom can do anything against the Pursuer Wolfpack. This is going to be ended here because the Assassin literally cannot fight back. I think low probably just the missiles caught at the wrong moment, yeah. Sheep run directly away from cars because they think cars better. In turning a corner, let's... escort's useful. Oh, you... okay, you can be a bit smug. You can be a bit smug, yes. I don't think anyone's arguing, Dr. Bewley, but hey. Hey, Borderwise, remember this? Remember what?
I remember this. I remember this feeling.
Boy, can I be smug. Thank you, Ollie and Pepper. Hello, thank you. Okay, I'm going to very quickly check to see if this thing can hit submarines at all, and then, by gum, I'm going to brew another cup of tea. Yellow submarine for irony. I'm not your papa. Sorry. Holy what did I say? Holy Pepper? Alright, that was a mispronunciation of your name. Calm down. Holy Papa. Okay. It has a wireless snooper, but that's not enough on its own. Why did this thing just fall into the water? Oh, I think I spawned it too low. Holy Papa. Okay, how do you pronounce it then? Hoilepa? Is that how you pronounce? Is that how you pronounce your username? I'm not meaning to annoy you. I'm just tired and multitasking at the same time. I'm not holy and not the pop. True. Good on you. Yes. Hoilepa. Hoilepa. Gotcha. I found a new exploit. You have to... Can you run ACB to launch missiles so they don't need to have a functioning AI? Yep! Yep. That is, I remember, I figured that I used to do that, with missile bombers in particular, because it's like, hang on a minute, I don't need a local weapon controller for this. What was I doing? Right, let's see if the Phantom just dives into that ocean. Does not appear to be diving into the ocean, which is very nice. Ah, yes, very nice. Yeah, these things cannot poke through the water. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that, yep, nope. Yeah, wait, what? How did you get damaged, sir? Alright, so... Wait. The planes, they have bullets. The planes have guns on them. This is what the Jonah Craft are required to have attack salvage on. Yeah. My favorite exploit is using a local weapon controller so you don't have to fire the weapon yourself. Alright, what do? Alright, so I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that this thing is not good against submarines. Alright, so just type that there. Nope. And not sub-hunter for sure. Because like a properly meta player built submarine will probably kill this thing long before it manages to tickle the sub to death. And we should throw this against an equal cost ship. But for now, you get to enjoy this thing just flying around, looking pretty but useless. Okay then, I'm going to brew another cup of tea. Please wait for me on the stream. Whoop whoop. Alright, be back in a moment. Spawn some commodities. Oh, good idea! Spawning commodities. Spawning commodities, Doctor. Where we were. Commodities. 10 of them! 10, I say. The commodities might actually kill the Phantom. They might actually manage it. Alright. Ad time. Ow! I just dropped my phone on my foot! Ow! Okay, I'm back. What's happened? Sounds fitting painful. Yee. Commodity just marauders of Plutono. Yep. Stop whining. In my times, mobile telephones were so you have to broke your leg. Be nice. Be nice, Hoilepa. It looks very satisfying both in conga line and missiles. Yep. 93 GPP. Eliza guide is fine for this purpose. True, but time was later funny. Okay. Border face needs to happen. Border face. Border face. This is my border face. I have no choice. This is the only face that... the freaking... Okay, so, the commodities, as per usual, not doing themselves any favors. They're colliding with each other. How many are even left? Oh. Wait, what? Oh, I thought there were 3, but one of them was disintegrating. My bad. Wow. Well, you better learn to be nice, Hoilepa. Be nice. You reminded me to get water. That was nice. See, you're already winning. Alright then. Kind of flying right over ×2 its cost of ships. The Phantom looks pretty dented.
Ah, just the paint scratched a little bit.
Actually, yeah, now that you mention it. Huh. It took some damage. The commodities are all fun and games until you realize that they shoot heat shells at you. Okay then, so we need to throw this thing against a roughly equivalent cost ship. So I'm just going to do that. And we basically already know that this thing is a hard bomber. Not quite godly. Anything with decent missile defense probably will be able to deal with this thing decently well, just like I did. Oh, they heat look like frag. The missiles, I mean the commodity shells, I think that fires... Wait, no, it fires frag shells. Yeah, you're right. Whoops. Alrighty, so we need a roughly... 206. I'm just gonna pick a random one. 206, 206, 206... Stalwart, close, thunderstorm, we've established is audacious, consecration, there, oh, there's the hecht, huh, either the hecht or something else, Yep, let's spawn in the hecht and see what happens. Aircraft-based enemy sounds interesting. Black Sea is a little cheaper. Oh, right. Damn it. Damn it. Where was that? Oh. I mean, it's a little cheaper, but I want roughly close. I never noticed this guy. Look at him being all cool. Also, this is a cargo craft. But it has a big gun on it. And it has missiles on it. I don't think the Hecht is going to win because, again, cargo. Nope. Okay, so we've established that, yeah, you know, the Phantom does the bomber thing quite nicely. And what was the... Oh, that was the helicopter. Uh-oh. Well, I'm not sure what I was expecting. Yeah, no. Nope, nope, nope. Yep, okay, PRB. Wait, what the hell? Okay. Yeah, that conga line of missiles is very satisfying, provided it's not aimed at you. Okay, so... Ship. Hecht. Hecht. Bomber 1. No surprise. So yeah, I think we've established that, like, yeah, this thing actually does pretty well. Not a godly. No, no, no. I mean, it did beat a godly. But yeah, like, yeah, nah. Hard thing. It's hard. Oh, it's so hard. Oh, it's so hard. I'm gonna censor this violence. Where is the Phantom? There it is. So we're just gonna go there, insert one row above, gonna go put you over there, gonna put you over there, and now we have the, oh, this is a torpedo bomber. Alright, so the Columbidae. Right, let's go type that up. I'm gonna start doing that. Right, new. How do you spell that? Columbidae. Do. Why did I do that? Okay, that was dumb. I just deleted too much stuff. And the Columbidae is torpedo bomber, so once again, throwing against other torpedo bombers is probably very silly. You know what? I'm gonna keep this, I'm gonna chuck it against, well, I'm gonna chuck it against the Varanus and the Misericord again, because that's, you know, surface target, bomber. And then we can see how it does. Okay, then. Columbidae. I don't remember the Columbidae at all. Columbidae. And knowing how this is gonna go, we're gonna go back to the custom battle thingy. Teams. Oops. Loads. Placeholder. Set up. Alright, so get rid of you. Get rid of you. Go find the Columbidae, wherever that is. That feels strange to say. Make sure I'm in the right folder. There we go. Okay, interesting. So that is 65,000 material. Oh no, this is... Uh-oh, this could be bad. This could be very bad. Also, I should have spawned in the Varanus first. Alright, well that's 1906 divided by 66. I might pick a different target for this. 1906 divided by 66. I don't want to spawn in 28 squads of this, do I have to? Varanus does have the weakest AA, but still a good shot for the Phantom. I updated the jets, not spin clip anymore. Yay! Don't let me... Hold on. Let me put that in me to-do notes. Hold on for next stream. Done. Get updated Phantom with non-clippy escort jets. There we go. Thank you, thank you. Don't let me forget. Oh lord, there's... Yeah, no, that's, yeah, no. I'm gonna pick a different one. Pick a different one, pick a different one. Alright, so not the Varanus. What's the Repulse? That is... Let's do the Repulse, shall we? I think the Repulse would be a better... idea. Where is the Repulse? There it is. Alright, that is... Not much better, honestly. That is also over 1 million smackers. Ugh. That's not a lot cheaper. Nope. Okay, find something else. Some kind of... Admiral Hyperion. Alright, let's try and find that. Alright. Where is it? Okay, that's... What's 830 divided by 66? Wait, that's also not cheaper. Ooh. 30 divided by 66 equals 12. Alright, that's almost manageable. Maybe testing against a smaller thing. How much does the Thunderstorm cost? Okay, the Thunderstorm's way more reasonable. Let's do that. That is definitely a godly. Good news, John. Your baby gets to be on camera a bit more. 267 divided by 66. 267 divided by 66 equals 4. That's better. Welcome to SR ships are big. Some of them are big. Alright, hehehe. Alright, yeah, let's do that. So, Thunderstorm. Right, just gonna do that. Thunderstorm. And we'll still test against the Misericord. Because that's funny. Alright, so Thunderstorm, that's 26, blah blah blah. 267. Requires how many? 4, okay. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. 2, 3, 4. Perfecto! Apply to team. And then we go here. And we just wait approximately 3 million years while the thing makes load. Why is that so big? Oh, it's because there's a lot of stuff in there. Alright, so what is the Columba? Oh, hello. This is very much like the Assassins, but different. Also, it launches... I forgot about this thing. It launches them sideways. Oh, I remember this thing has a particle cannon. That might be unfair to the Columba days because the Phantoms were not tested against anything with hit scan. Huh, those torps really aren't doing much. Why are they frag torps again? Yeah, I can really see the Thunderstorm being a cheeky little fella. Yeah, no, they're not winning this. They're very squishy. Those torpedoes, I seem to recall having a vague memory, or maybe it was something else, about asking, like, why are the torpedoes fragged? Why have you done this? Yeah, no, this was rude. Of the pen laser version of missiles, I mean when they're big, I think medium frag missiles are not very good. Okay then. Planar shields can actually deflect frags. It works at every size. I mean, it does, but for a torpedo, like, that AP boost to the HE is, like, hard to resist. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so particle cannon goes brrr. Alright, so possibly not a great matchup. Back goes brrr. Righty-ho then. Righty-ho then. True. I believe the general consensus is that for torpedoes it's go large or go home. So yeah, that makes sense. Okay, we get it. Let's go back to setup and like bully the Misericord a little bit. Okay then. And where's this? Misericord is here. Is it worth doing? There's the Misericord, which is 650. And how many of these things? I'm not even going to do math. I'm not even going to do math. I refuse. Where is it? The Colombo is... Actually, I'm going to do math. 650 divided by 66. 650 divided by 66 equals a stunning... It's about 10. It's 9.8. So we're going to go with 5 more of these guys. Uh-oh. This could be laggy. 2... 3, 4, 5. Is that correct? Yep, that's correct. Alright, so how many blueprints per row? I'm gonna go with 6, just so they will stagger out a little bit. And spawn altitude 250, apply to team, and let's go. The thunderstorm is good at AA. Okay, see you around .hat. Bye! Bye-bye. Alright. We must start now. Start the fight! And we are... Oh, gods! Oh, yuck! Well then! We're making, This is why I don't like the custom battle simulator, because as convenient, there really needs to be some option to turn that off, or it can be turned off when the UI is turned off. Alright, so Misericord is... So are the torps coming in? That is a lot of torpedoes. That is torpedoes many. Oh yeah, and they have Finches as escorts. Yeah, these are wussy, these are wussy frag torps, I do have to say. They're really not doing much. Huh. Oh yeah, I forgot the Misericord has simple... Has, whatchamacallit, it has simple weapons on it. Ooh. Although, would HE be doing better here? I'm going to assume the builder of the Colombidae just did try that at least once. It is exactly 1 meter surge protector all the way at the back. Ooh. You can reduce the UI scale. Oh. I think, yeah, alright, let's go here. UI... UI size, editing... I don't know which one... Which one... Oh, well, that doesn't do anything. It does literally nothing at all back there. Okay, then. Are you sure about that? Wait, we can probably... Font size... Aha! Let's really hurt everyone's eyeballs. Whee! I can't read! Yeah, I get enough eye strain as it is, so I left it... Ah, dear. Size, yep. Put face on screen. I don't want to put face on screen. That will hurt my eyeballs. No, it will not be alright. Cease tempting me to temptation. Alright, so this fight is going to take approximately 1,000,000 billion years. So I'm going to award it to whoever drops the other team below 90% health first. Ugh. Yeah, after seeing the phantoms, those are like, ugh. We just saw how medium missile spam can be really good, and now we're seeing how it's less good. Oh god, this is laggy. Alright, let's try and... Oh boy. Wait, that's the Finch. That's not what we wanted to see at all. Oh boy. Well then. I'm Incubus, born to tempt. The key is the phantom missiles being laser guarded so they all hit close together. Yep. I think that is the key. Right, let's go look at the Misericord a bit, because I think it's gonna drop below 90% health a bit more. This thing... Or I could... I think I'm gonna call that right here, right now. Because it's very clear the Columbide does not have the damage output to be like, This thing's, I think, might have to get dropped down to easy. Because those torpedoes are just not scary. Not at all. Alright, so I'm just gonna make a note here. Very long fight. Nowhere near godly firepower. Nowhere near god firepower. Right. Moving right along. Back we go. Oh no. I thought that UI stuff was stuck on me for a second. Those are just sonar so they hit wherever they feel like. Yep. The Misericord is also big. The Misericord is chonky. Chonky chonky. I like him big. I like him chonky. I actually don't. I'm fine with... Okay, I need to... Right, so I just realized there's a reason I had the font size to 20, and so I can bloody read it. Okay, where are we? We're here. Let's see how well you do against the duck. Duck goes here. Oops. Ha! I did that wrong because I forgot to delete my starter fortress. Let's just pretend that didn't happen. Let's just pretend that didn't happen. You saw... Okay, there's duck. Duck, 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 duck. And the Columbide is conveniently just above the duck. Uh-oh. Somebody's dropping torpedoes against aircraft. Uh-oh. Note needed. So, needs LWC. Altitude restrictions for torps. Like, here's the thing. I also forget to do this. So yeah, that's the end of the story. Where the hell did the Columbide go? Oh, it's already dead. Okay then. That was very fast. The ducks just ate it. And yeah, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say, let's see, that's the Finch right there. Ooh, I think the ducks are actually kind of decent planes. Oopsie daisy. No altitude limit in the other. Misericord is what I test against when I've hard build. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, well, this is, it's as expected. It's mostly to see if the escorts can shoot down enemy planes before the planes shoot down the bomber. In this particular case, we've established that, they cannot. So I'm gonna go on a limb here and say, like, Duff to Ducks, escorts, not escort-y enough. Bomber killed very quickly. Alright, and now against the assassins is probably just going to be, again, it's going to be an escort fight. We're going to see how well, less to see how much these torpedo bombers can damage each other, and more to see how well their escorts can damage each other. So I'm just going to fling... Probably... Alright, the assassins is like that. I think it's a 3v1, so just going to fling 3 of these guys against each other like so. I think the assassins have goats as their escorts again, so... That probably isn't super fair. I don't know. I don't know, I just work here. It's getting hunted down. They do have regular air missiles. Goat, yeah, basically it's goat versus finch. It's 2 goats versus a whole bunch of finches. It's also going to be a test to see whose planes can whose bombers can distract the escorts of the other. Who's damaged? Nobody yet. The goats do have guns, which means that they're not about to be fooled by decoys of that. They're also damn slow. I swear, like, somebody told me that the new assassins don't use goats as escorts. I don't remember what. Is anyone damaged? Is anyone damaged? There's the finch. And once again, quick, launch torpedoes! Intimidate them! Intimidate their fish. Aha, I see block confetti. Or not. What happened to you? Aha! This is how we win. Trick them into flying into space. Alright, so this is mostly a stalemate, apart from the occasional silliness. So, yeah. Stalemate, escorts. Just get confused. Alright then, now we can test against an actual... Like, you know, we can test against something that a torp bomber should actually be good at, and that is a submarine. And very important we do this. Very important we do this. And we go over here, and we go over here, and we go... Pursue a class, yellow submarine. Launching torps might distract active defenses. Not that much, not worth it. The bomber is just that armor doesn't really manage to negate damage in the game. It does. Small shots do take out a boat, which means bombers don't really have a USP. I mean, armor does help. It's just that an experienced, competent player will just use weaponry that basically ignores it, so... Yeah, that is correct, John, is that a lot of flying directly over the top of something from the depths is a great way to get shot down, so not a good idea, which is my bombers are actually, like, broadsiders. They fly parallel to the target. Alright, let's see how well these torpedoes actually do against a submarine. I think they'll do just fine. Why did they just turn invisible? Hold on a minute. Ah. Aha. The Colombidae appears to have a habit of sudden, violent disintegration. And I don't know... I kind of want... Okay, I kind of want to do this again. Alright, so it can damage submarines, no worries. I want to see what happened there. Let's see if it happens again. I think maybe what happens is that it's not good enough at avoiding missiles. Or maybe the missiles get stuck on it. Again, CST velocity or ice wind. Yep. Yeah, I do kind of... That is, on the one hand, in video games in general, that kind of bugs me, how armor basically is helpful, but it's not actually as good as it is in real life. It's like, yeah, it's like an inch of steel. You can fire rifles, well, an inch of, like, hardened steel, I should say. You can fire rifles at that as much as you like. It's not going to penetrate. But in video games, kind of by necessity, it has to do something, usually, because otherwise you just end up in putting the player in unwinnable situations, which sucks. But then again, I would like video games to have realistic armor and just give the player emergency options, so to speak. Alright, what was I doing? I was doing that test again just to make... because I want to see what happens to the main bomber. Let's go here. Alright, so now you're gonna go here. Do you have any missiles stuck on you? Does not look like it. Aha! That... oh... that's what happens! Oh. Aha! You fly directly at the target, and you get split in half. I do seem to recall that the column day basically has no hull whatsoever. Aha! So this thing is actually really easy to shoot down. We might have to demote this thing to medium, because quite frankly, this is not scary. I don't know why this was an expert. Flyover does well enough. Yay. You could actually make FD more like that by making the key KEAP calculation quadratic. I mean, maybe I half understood what you just said. I might be play this game so much, but I am not an engineer or mathematician. Alright, so we just need to make a note here that lost. Bomber flies head first into missile and dies. Alright, well, it lost against the pursuer. Yeah, no, that's not gonna work. Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother testing this thing against the Argyr. It's just, it's not gonna work. Dare I test this against... Alright, so... equal cost ship. Right, let's do that just as a bonus. And let's load in our friend here, which is around 66k. Gosh darn it. Right. And 66k ship. Do we even have a 66k ship? Alright, so... Alright, so this is close enough. It's the Ursum PT boat. Okay. Yes, 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 yes. Being over armor means you KD... okay. KD AP, right. Funny thing is that HE already has calculations to make small HE. It's terrible against decently different materials, but no other damage type does. Yeah, it's one of the reasons why small HE is pretty useless. Right, let's see what happened here. Oh dear. Aha! Alright, so I'm just gonna type over here. So the Ursum also has local weapon controllers problems. Where are you? And that's a hard design, apparently. I should really be watching what's happening. Ursum needs altitude limit. I'm streaming and typing at the same time. Needs altitude limits on torque LWCs. I think that's just something we're gonna have to double check on everything. Right, where is the... okay, the column day is only... okay, it's only scratch. Alright, so the Ursum is losing. Oh, hello. Against small boats, the Colombidae is actually just fine. It also managed to take off that... How did it manage to kill that? I don't know. Aha! Somebody is doing a sink. There are some just torpedoed itself. Small thing that may still do less damage to the brickers and junk is pretty high, particularly for lower P shells. Sabo pretty much negates that, yeah. Okay, so the... Whoops. The Colombidae is actually doing just fun. It's gone. It's dead. Where did it go? Once again, the Colombidae is incredibly fragile. Jeez. Right, so equal cost ship. Bomber got killed. Colombidae incredibly fragile. This thing's medium. I mean regular. What the hell's the difficulty called again? Medium. That's the one. Yeah, this is a medium design. Like, no bones about it. This thing dies incredibly easily. It's very fragile, and those torps just do not do a lot of damage. Medium is what we're gonna go with. So we're gonna go over here. Right, let's go Colombidae, and we're gonna go easy. We could put the fantail in easy, actually. How could... Dare we shuffle? What kind of shuffle do we want to do? What kind of shuffle do we want to do? Nah, I'm just gonna do this. So let's just go medium. Possibly, I don't know, could be easy. Could be an easy design. And over here, we can do one more, and that is attack helicopters. Ooh, no, wait a minute, really? Hold on. Uh-oh. Okay, so tactical spaghetti... Hold on, I'm just gonna do something. Okay. That is, in fact, what happened. Right, good, good, good. Alright, so Tactical Spaghetti was working on a godly attack helicopter. Hey, Franz Magna, neat. Alright, so next is the Samson helicopter. You have just enough time to test one more thing while still being reasonably time budget. So let's go have a look here. So, I literally just forgot. Oh, Samson, here we go. Here we go. Hello, sir. Whoops. This thing probably needs a visual overhaul in order to fit with anything, because its paint job is... Is that really Sewol colors? 28... 29... Yep, okay, so this thing needs a bit of an updated paint job, because that looks very strange. Right. Needs paint job redo. Alright, so Samson. This is... What do we got here with the Samson? With the son of Sam. Alright, Samson. Okay, so this thing we can throw against its other helicopters, because it's not a frickin' bomber. Problem is, we don't actually have... I mean, we do have a godly helicopter. We have the Franz Magna, which was a considerable team effort. But it also has a big laser on it, so... Yeah. And we're gonna go over here. Alright then. Alright, so Samson, what does it pick a fight with? It's gonna pick a fight with the Franz Magna. So, Franz Magna. Oops, I spelled Franz Magna wrong. And then it is going to pick a fight with the Eider, which I believe is a Henry Wong design. Okay then. Cool. We've got our plan. Whoop! Thank you for the stretchy stretch. First, we've got Border Boys go into build mode and shrink the blocks with P. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! No! Oh, block spam says hello. Oh gods, how did I miss this? Who made this? Spencer Spitfire. Okay. Oh dear. Oh, fleet colors, it just doesn't use any of the fleet main color. Yeah, it's weird. Okay, so I'm gonna add another little note here. Because that's not rule breaking, it's just an assumption that it's common sense to use, needs single 1 meter block spam needs to be fixed. Alright, so this thing's combat performance is probably going to be much improved once it gets, like, beamified a bit. There needs to be a beamify button, honestly. Oh boy. Screw this gaming, it took me a second to realize, but oh dear sounds right, yeah. I think this is one of the, earliest submissions to Platono. Why is it, what's it doing in expert difficulty? I don't know. Alright, so let's throw this thing against the Franz Magna and see how well it does. But wait a minute, the Franz Magna might be a terrible idea. Because the Franz Magna is very expensive. Alright, so the Franz Magna is 1,000,000 materials. Is, in fact... Am I blind? 1056 divided by 100. 1056 divided by 100, okay. 1056 divided by 100. Okay, it's 10 of these guys against the Franz Magna. What could possibly go wrong? To the custom battle simulator. To the custom battle simulator. I do not. This is not godly. You can already tell. It's not a hard and fast rule, but single meter block spam. Probably not godly. Probably not. Probably not godly at all. Alright, so Franz Magna is there, and that's a whopping 1,000,000 materials. And I'm gonna go there, and where is the Samson? There it is. I also wish you could just, let's go. Yeah, 10 helicopters, no worries. No worries. It's also gonna be fun to see the Franz Magna just kind of, do stuff. Right, there we go, there we go. Yep, okay, cool. Now let's go over here. 250, apply to team, and I'm gonna go blueprints per row 6, so the thing does not... Oh, that's 11 blueprints! Whoops. It's closer. Okay. There we go. Okay. Let us proceed. Oh, wait. Nope. Apply to team. Start. Otherwise, is it a problem that this craft's general design and its name is from Avatar? No, not really. I wouldn't say so. Accurately, this is all 4 meters boom, shorten them all to 3 meters. Wait, what? Working on a beamify mod. Okay. It is very cute, which is why I want to keep it. Yeah. Guess who's back? Oh, it is you, Azusa. Also, all missiles, some of which are torpedoes. Making factions to play campaigns and failing the campaign. Well, like an actual faction. Okay, sure, wasn't sure. Yeah, nah, no. Like, I mean, we also have a thing that's like, oh god damn it. Back to the setup. I'm fine. We have something called the Firehawk Squadron, which is literally ripped straight from Command & Conquer 3. I don't think we have to worry too much about, like, copyright infringement. We just have to worry about, I don't know, causing unnecessary drama. Which is why for Stone Light I'm saying, like, stay away from the Christian iconography, because, like, as much as I like poking fun at religions, there are useful fights to pick, and there's not useful fights to pick. And we want people to have fun here. Oh yeah, the Firehawk is like the CNC faction. I mean, yeah, this is also kind of pure. This my thing. Looking at this might need just a visual. Since we're gonna beamify it anyway, I'm thinking I'm gonna be like. I'm making a note here to. Aesthetics should change to better fit. So we'll. Futuristic pre-1990s style. Because this thing is actually a little bit too futuristic. Oh wow, that's very close together. Oh boy. Alright, so Franz Magna now does what Franz Magna does best. Please do not collide with each other, that would be bad. Does this thing have smoke on it? It does not. That is a lot of missiles. Also, I think actually the Nightingales are just absolutely going to go ham here. That is a lot of medium missiles. Dare I say that is too much medium missiles. Oh, wow. The Franz Magna is actually eating, like, all of those. It is eating all of those. It almost ate every single one of them. Actually, no, it didn't. That is a problem. What is happening over here? Physics calculations is what's up. Hooray, hooray, hooray. Aha, degraded mode. That's why I can't see lasers anymore. Alright, so they've all kind of flopped in a big pile, and they're all turning to try and shoot the Nightingales, and that's not good. Alright, how do you flop into the water when you have custom propellers? This is interesting. Maybe they shot themselves. Okay, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that this is gonna go out on a limb and say that the Samsons did not win this one. Oh wow, they managed to take 0.2% health off the Franz Magna. Lost an 11v1. Definitely not godly material. Oh boy. Degradation, my FTD, oh. Don't know if the author's in the CC Discord. Yeah, let's try and get in contact with him. Gotta keep the Christian nationalists happy. Otherwise they get, putting poop online. Well, yeah, like, I don't mind annoying, fundamentalists of any kind, but I don't want them to waste my time, is the thing. I don't know, we could, like, I'm open to being convinced. If people genuinely think it would be funny if Stone Light Presence has, like, Jesus on the crucifix shooting laser beams out of his eyes, I don't know. But just try and convince me it's a good idea that won't make our lives more difficult. Okay. It costs a lot. The helicopter is eepy. Yeah. Oh yeah, flying is very energy inefficient. Okay, so this is a hugely laggy fight. And also, all these guys are colliding with each other, like, a lot. Although the Franz Magna and friends have almost won, basically. Alright, so there's a lot of things disintegrating, so I'm going to let a whole bunch of them disintegrate. Yep, yeah, this wasn't good. Maybe the Samsons yearn to be submarines, yep. And yep, lots of disintegration happening. That's inviting drama, unfortunately. Yeah, let's not do that. Also, don't care about what they think, but caring about getting harassed is a different story. Yeah. There is time to fight. And there is a time to make a CC and just focus on making the CC fun. Have you seen the Mortal Kombat style Christian fighting game with Jesus on the What? Oh boy. Oh, that sounds like, that sounds memeable, shall we say. I've shared a picture in Discord. Okay, I'll look at it later. What the hell? It's important and relevant. I'd say, what? Oh boy. He uses the cross as gauntlets? The magic of pre-banning people helps avoid the drama. I guess. Da 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 da. For those specific people in that server, yes, can you please have a look at the updated artillery fort? Okay. What did we have to do here? Let's see. Get updated Phantom. Look at updated artillery fort. Right. Right after we're done testing this thing. I mean, we don't have to, like... Alright, we get it. We get it. The Samson lost that one kinda horribly. Ding! And ding. It's almost like a gigantic laser helicopter is, very strong. Yep, no, we get it. Okay, so, just gonna make a little notey note here. Lost in 11v1. Okay, so, and now against the Eider. So, let's go here. Get rid of that. And where's the Eider? The Eider is 109 material, so let's do that. And we're just going to delete this until we get to roughly 109. Huh. 1v1, who would have thunk? Alright, so there we go. Apply to team. Start. Where am I? Help. Where's everyone? Help. Alright, so let's have a look here. Okay then. I stuffed up a little bit. Apply to all. Thank you. I think the Eider is one of Henry Wong's designs. It's a... Why is that a hard design? Wait, I told you to begin. These things might actually be more regular. I forget. I think it just literally fires one huge missile and that's it. Okay, so no, the Eider is... I don't think this is a hard design, actually. Unless I'm missing something with that. I think it just drops a huge bomb. Huh. Wait. Oh, that's exactly what it does. It just flies over the top of things and drops a huge bomb. Huh. I literally cannot see the bomb. Does it even drop it? What the hell is happening? Yep, okay. Did the Eider used to fire 2 large missiles? I think so. What defines craft difficulty, to be honest? Yeah, we're having to go 5s because here's the problem with FTD. This game is just so like, player specific in what people find difficult that you have to go off vibes mostly. Didn't they? Yeah, speaking about that, I need to bump Jim P to beat him, then make a replacement hard for that cost a lot. Huh? I don't know what that means. Alright, so I think the Eider might need to be bumped down. 1v1 might need to be bumped down in difficulty. Okay, Tufted Duck. I think I already know how this is going to go. Do-do-do. Samson, go here. Duck, go here. Right, duck, 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 duck. Duck, duck. Right, my money is not on the helicopters. Do these things even have active defenses at all? They do not. These are not even close to expert. I think maybe, yeah, both the Samson and the Eider needs to be bumped way down to, like, probably easy, honestly. Yeah, nope, that's Slaughter. Samson need to be down to regular or easy. Huh. We're learning things, aren't we? Difficulty show questioning his past balancing decisions. Oh yeah, you gotta question your past decisions. Ratings exist and this problem is solved, but it's complex so vibe, so it's fine. Well, the thing is, yeah, Dr. Dooley, what you've suggested is like, the whole rating thing is still gonna end up having to go by vibes, because, like, unfortunately there's human beings involved and how human beings do things, and we are a very annoying animal because what seems perfectly reasonable and sensible to one person doesn't work well for the other, so vibes ends up being the most reliable way. I bounce based off whether the ships could get wives, and if so, how many wives they could get. Works for chess and other games. Chess is very... Thank you for following, Scoodles Gaming. Chess is more predictable than From the Depths, I do have to say. It's like, yeah, nah, like, you cannot compare chess and From the Depths. They are very, 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 very different things. What works for chess does not work for this game. Sorry, it just doesn't. Okay, let's go here. Yeah, alright, so the assassin squad. Can the Samson hit things that are fast? I don't think so. I don't think so at all. Assassin. Chess is a hell of a lot simpler in that regard. Yeah, chess is not FTD. Like, notably. Does this look like chess? I don't think so. What was I doing? Alright, Samson, Sammy, Samson. 99, it's... The assassin is 200k, roughly, so I'm gonna spawn in 2 of these guys. Yep, that works. Right, let's see if you little guys can do anything. Somehow I doubt it. Are your missiles fast enough to catch the assassins? I don't think so. Ah. Oh, wow. When the goats can... Oh, no heat defense. Yeah, when the goats can kill you. I'm gonna go out on them and say that's... Oh dear. Wait, are those completely unarmored missile depart? How did this get to expert? Past me! What were you thinking? All of them are now on the water. They're about to get torpedoed. They are about to get torpedoed. They got torpedoed. That's... Oh boy. Assassin squad. I'm trying to kill someone stealthy, but I'm done with thinking about cracking my cheese people alert security. Yeah. From the Depths is chaotic, less deterministic than chess. FTD is a chance game. This has not gone well. I meant that the rating FTD would have to be more complicated for jets, but that is a solved problem. Solution is complex, and I don't mind if people see the solution saying it's too complex to implement easily. Aimpoint, suboptimal. It's like the "it won't work" argument. I don't know. Because it won't work. If it's too complicated to practically do, that is unworkable. Also, if if chief in charge of project does not understand what the hell you're talking about, they're gonna default to not doing it. Hence, unworkable. Okay, that was embarrassing. Alright, so Assassin Squad lost hard, even got torpedoed. Alright, let's see. I don't think this thing can do anything against submarines either, because I think it just has little missiles. I don't mind if people see the solution and say it's too complex to implement easily. Didn't everyone already you could just take the L and not worry about it anymore? Very specifically not arguing for it. Then why did you mention it? The Samson has no space armor and ammo that will just blow up important things when it dies. Yep, I think we need to... I think this thing needs a complete overhaul. That might be a fun thing for me to do, actually. Let's see. If Spencer Spitfire is okay with it. Spencer Spitfire, if you're watching this, do let me know. If otherwise, if someone could go find them and ask them if they're okay with their stuff being overhauled. Because it's hyper-focus and the conversation got tangential to it. Ah, okay. Noted! It is hard, when you're hyper-focused on something, it is hard to let it go. I get it. What was the thing I was gonna do? Okay. Pursuer. Pursuer class. Yellow submarine. I do not have high hopes for the Samson. I'm going to follow these missiles in. Are these radar-guided missiles? And no active defense is a bit of an issue. I'm just going to make a note right there. Fix needs active defense. I mean, some kind of active defense at least. Alright, so... Huh. What is happening? And somebody is about to fall into the water. Right, so this thing definitely needs redeeming because it is cute. Are there any, like, twin-rotor helicopters like this, actually? Hold on, let's see here. Twin-rotor helicopters. I mean, it could look like an Osprey, I guess. Tandem rotor aircraft. Let's see. Examples. Bell. Okay, the Boeing Chinook. Boeing Model 360. Boeing Vertol. There are so many of these, actually. Vertol model. Bristol Belvedere. What the hell is that? I'm learning about helicopters here. Deek as hell. Right, I gotta show you the frickin' Bristol Belvedere. This thing looks hilarious. Look at this guy. British helicopter design. That's a skinny helicopter. Anyway. This thing is very slowly gonna get shot to pieces by the... Wait a minute, what? How did it win? Oh, it's got torpedoes. I think. Wait, it does have torpedoes. What? Huh, I wasn't expecting that. Huh. There's hope. The props are on spin block. Wait, what? Show the Discord picture isn't you. While you're showing the helis. What? What? It's a nice toy problem for my main issue with the way modern schooling teaches people problem solving. Oh, right. Well, that's getting onto a big tangent, Dr. Dooley. Is anyone else trying Barons of the North? I don't want... I don't want to do that. Those have taken a ton of work. Props on spin looks, but they don't spit. You know what? I'm tempted to call that a draw. Damn it. Oh no. I'm noting that. Alright, so it won. It definitely won. And I'm just gonna go with nope. Nope. And Assassin would won. And someone clip that, please, because that is ridiculous. They'd won! They had won, and then they committed harakiri. With each other. Okay, this, I'm dropping this to easy for now. I'm dropping this right to easy. Yeah, not a lot of people are gonna have efficient land fleet readily available. They're too long to read. I've come up with one problem, and rather than think of a solution, I'm throwing out the whole process. Why if a solution is just cut cost? I mean, yes and no. Usually like having a specific design. Okay, gotcha. I mean, it depends on what that one problem is. Sometimes if you're gonna... You also have to bear in mind, like, what is you're doing. We're making a custom campaign here. It is not the end of the world if we don't do a perfect job. We should try and do as well as we can. But also looking at Neater, which is like the official campaign, the difficulty also seems to be done entirely on vibes as well. Right, what was I doing? Alright, I was doing spreadsheety stuff. Holy sheet, spreadsheet. Samson is banished all the way down to easy. We might actually need to redo some helis to actually be harder, because now we've got a whole bunch of easy helicopters. So let's do that, and let's do that, and let's do that. It is quite difficult to make helicopters strong. Okay, so that's the last one we're gonna do. Because, what do we got here? There's one more helicopter, and then there's the Mare Nostrum. And then it's on to land vehicles, and then we're done for Sewol. So that'll happen tomorrow. Right, what was on the list? What was on the list? What was on the list? Boop, boop. What was on the list? 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 Boop, boop. What was on the list? Alright, it was... What was I doing? Hold on. Next stream. Alright, so shuffle. Done that. Get the updated Phantom. Pronto. So let's go hang out on the main menu for a bit while I do that. Good news, chat. You get main menu time because you've been so good. That I got you. Thank you, John McFist. Clip champion. Da-da-da-da-da. It is designed as if it's going to be much slower, and it would be beautiful design command if you could chop 2 sections. Beating top one with 200k. Beating top one with 1 million materials. Easy. Yeah. Yeah, you just throw little dudes at it until it runs out of materials. Alright, so, what was it? Upgraded Phantom. I believe that's on the workshop, right? I hope so. Okay, then. Let's go here. Phantom. Has it been updated right now? So, whoa, Phantom. Aha! By Orang. And it has been updated today, so I'm going to take it to mean that that is all lovely. Good, good, good. What was the other thing? Artillery Fort as well. Special request. Artillery... Artillery Fort by Walter Rourke. I think this is... Alright, I seem to recall, yeah, what was wrong with this thing? I'm trying to remember. There was something that caused this to be outright rejected. It might have been because it was a structure rather than a fortress? I don't remember. Alright, let's go back to Platono. Let's go see this. Download here. Phantom, new, improved, Phantom. improved artillery fort, launch designer. Is this a fortress? This is indeed a fortress. What was wrong with this? Do we remember? It was a structure. Oh, right. Daddy has give chat a main menu. Chat is free. If the AI for the campaign wasn't huffing glue, it would be pretty good as campaign. Even with a structure and no heli. Alright. Alright, it definitely needs some prettying up, but let's just throw it against something just for giggles. So let's go here. How much does it cost? 312. 312, 312, 312. Where am I? Alright. So this against the Chimera, just for giggles. Does it shoot? Does it move? I do love that pop-up gun. That is very cool. We can add more deco at some point. And Chimera, as expected. This is the old Chimera, by the way, not the new improved one with torpedo defense. Let's see how you do. It just has guns that go gun, gun, gun. And it has helicopter. Okay, I'm happy. Where does this go? And also, did I add anything else? No, I didn't. Alright, so... where was it? Huh. Needs more pretty. Should have heli on the helipad. Okay. And, alright, so this has already been, this has already been submitted. It just needs to be updated. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. So... right. Has helicopter. No. Jolly good. And that's the APS emplacement. Yes, makes sense. Okay, good. Good. Aha, it does have this problem. So I'm gonna do that. Destroyed everything. Right. Do that. And go back there and save... where were we? Save over that, and we're just gonna copy that, so all updated, go into fortresses, and paste, and there we go, lovely goodly, and I don't need to add to the changelog because this is an updated thing. Giant turret with tiny barriers, yeah, they're not tiny. The Jesus game is called Fight of the God. Incidentally, that TG score you were looking for is the Harmony. Thank you, John. Thank you. Okay, then. So that's done. Check. Checked artillery fort. It is better than it used to be. That is very nice. Still needs more pretty, but that's okay. Alright. So that is a future problem. Alright, so then we need to look at the new improved Phantom, and we just basically need to check... whoops, that's not right. Wait a minute. Did I not move this? I did not move this. Hold on a minute. Let's just move this to where it actually should be. Ships. Claymore now goes here, and Claymore XT. Remove the old Claymore, like so, because it's new and improved. Just need to go put those blueprints back where they need to be. I remember to do things. And Phantom. Now we're gonna go here, and we're gonna just double checky. That does look different. Yes, that does look different. And if I go wiggle, on here. Yay! Okay, no more clipping. Beautiful. Thank you, Orang. Live updating as we go. Alright, so that's a stream. We're not even that far over time. Hooray. Alright, so we've learned a bunch of stuff. We've tested a bunch of aircraft. And we've found some glaring things. So probably a good thing we're doing this. This is essentially a first run of, like, going through all our blueprints and, like, doing some tidy up and making sure that things are how we want them to be. Yeah, video screens also were removed. Oh, excellent. Thank you, Marcel. Harmony Swarm made with the same people who made the Alarmed and the Angel Shark, by the way. Ooh. Who did that? Who's responsible for that? Okay. Neko Boy Boo is streaming, and I just need to... yeah, I need to just go check the... Where was it? The Phantom. Just need to make that green. Updated. Escorts. Thing fixed. Okay. I think we're good. I think we're good. I think we're all good to go home. Just likes to watch people suffer, I think. I'm pretty sure you could use video screens to dock someone. Possibly, yeah. Ooh. Anyway, that's a stream. Thank you people for joining me for this stream. We are progressing. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. We're almost done with Sewol. And, yeah, next stream we'll probably get through the final few craft for the shuffling. So that's nice. What else did we need to say? Alright, if you're watching this later on YouTube, please do remember to subscribe. Because the channel is only a few hundred subs away from getting monetized, and the extra 10 cents will be very helpful for indulging in my coffee addiction. Thank you. Costs you nothing, by the way. And book, Two of Rogues. Good book, go read it. Google Two of Rogues, you'll find it immediately. Amazon ebook SEO for the win. You can buy it not just there. And I think we're just going to raid out to Neko Boy Blue, who's playing Vintage Something. Let's go here. Raid Neko Boy Blue. That's not how you spell Neko. I literally spelt it backwards. Neko Boy Blue. Neko Boy Blue. And raid. I hope I spelled that right. Yeah, I did. Alright, are you ready? Are you steady? Have you brushed your teeth? Have you brushed your shoes? Have you brushed your hands? Have you brushed your pants? Alright, I'll see you tomorrow. Same time, same place next time. Farewell!